downtown Des Moines on Thursday night, before a snowstorm blanketed the city and temperatures dropped. Low competitive meetings and severe weather affected economic activity in Iowa, even before blizzard brought Des Moines to a near standstill on Friday. The city felt decidedly more subdued than it did during Iowa caucuses. Quiet restaurants, empty streets, bartenders with little to do. The numbers bear this out. The 2024 meetings are expected to bring in less than 40% of the 2020 competition's direct economic impact to the capital. Direct economic impact measures what visitors do, such as sleeping, driving, eating and drinking. It's a dramatic decline that reflects, among other things, a decline media participation in the presidential race, which is less competitive than years past when the state was overrun by presidential candidates, their campaigns and teams of pursuing journalists. The media is in terrible shape, said Greg Edwards, executive director of the Greater Des Moines Convention and Visitors Bureau, which provided the numbers. Major networks are not sending out their main links as they did in the past. The 4.2 million figure does not represent the caucuses' total economic boom in Iowa. Tens millions of dollars have flowed into the state in recent months, culminating in this week's crazy events. Campaigns and the super PACs that support them spent $119.6 million on television ads in Iowa, according to analysis by media monitoring firm AdImpact. Credit Jordan Gale for the New York Times. The caucuses' impact on the Iowa economy generally comes through two main channels. Will Rogers, the Republican operative in Des Moines, said a group of advisors is growing in Iowa working to steer candidates toward the caucuses. He estimated that political consultants per capita in Iowa than almost anywhere else. Board meetings minted a lot of money, he said. The meetings also have a secondary impact on the economy in the form of increased patronage at hotels, car rental agencies, cafes, restaurants and even clothing stores. It was this measure that was delayed this season, even before the snowstorm arrived. Steve Cook, who runs an audiovisual company Iowa City, is one of many people benefiting from a quadrennial surge in economic activity. Iowa. His company, Steve Cook Sound, managed events for many Republican candidates during this period. To accommodate the January business surge, it brought in extra crews to cover dozens of events each week. In 2023, his gross income increased tenfold compared to threefold in 2019, when he worked primarily as a subcontractor. The meeting is a great success for me, Mr. Cook said. The economic boom in Iowa is incredible. But on Friday, as Mr. Cook holed up in office in Iowa City with his dog and instructed crew to stand down or even turn back, the campaigns reevaluated their plans because of the weather. I had to do a lot of juggling with positioning people, Mr. Cook said. He said he hadn't even